Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahümme allimna ma yenfa'una ve enfa'na bima allamtana ve zidna ilma ve erinel hakka hakkan ve erzukun ittiba'ah ve erinel batıla batılan ve erzukun ictinabe. La havle ve la kuvvete illa billahil aliyyil azim. Rabbena ifriğ aleyna sabra ve thebit akdamena ve ensurna alel kavmil kafirin. Rabbena ifriğ aleyna sabra ve teveffena müslimin. Ve sallillahumma ala Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve ashabihi ve etba'ahi ve sellem velhamdülillahi rabbil alemin. Amen. We said in this part of our discussion we are studying some hadith, interesting hadith narrations, and not mostly, all the hadiths I select are from Bukhari and Muslim, so we shouldn't really talk about authenticity of the hadith narrations or chain of narrations, because it is almost accepted by all. There is a consensus about the hadith experts that they are trustful hadiths. I mean, we can trust them. So rather than questioning the legitimacy of the hadith narration side. Okay, let's read the translation directly. If my servant comes to me with a span, it means in a distance. I will come to him with an arm's length. It means longer distance. Now, God is speaking now. The prophet is narrating as God taught him and asked him or expected him to teach us. So now God says, if my servant is, translated as abd, you and me. Yeah. Not only you, me. So every creature actually, but conscious creatures are the addressee of the prophetic teaching. Now, I will, if he comes to me, let's say, they are, how do you call this, palm's length? Okay, so this one, I will come to you this much, all right? God is coming to me, frightening. No, we will take our time, inshallah. If he comes to me with an arm's length, this one, I will come to him with an even longer distance. Understood? That's the gist of the message. If he comes to me with a longer distance, I will come to him with a walking space. So if he comes to me walking, I will come to him running. No, it's a strange thing. Of course, we know that this is a kind of rhetoric speech. I mean, we have to make sense of it. We cannot really read it literally. It's obvious, isn't it? So we have to say that what is the analogy is making here? Now, I asked the question form, but just to attract your attention, it doesn't mean that I'm really questioning, what do you understand from it? Come on, tell me, so I will give you a grade on it. No, it's a friendly relationship. The idea is transferred in the form of questions. So does God respond, God's response depend on our initial effort? That's what we understand from the verse. It means you have to take the first step, and I will respond back. Now we have to understand our capacity to take a step is limited to my createdness, but essentially in the form of need. Because I'm not expected to give something to my creator, but I will expect that I have to get security in my life, in my existence, and my expectations that whoever gave these expectations in my existence, he will give the answer. The simple example, it's very simple example, everyday example. He created me with the hunger, with hunger. So my body needs it. And also he created me with senses, which needs, for example, satisfaction, beauty, loving relationship, enjoyable life. These are also my needs. Where shall I get it? So I have to think about my needs and question how can I satisfy these needs by paying attention to the existence of these needs. Now, this is very methodologically important. Now, I have to say and ask question to myself, do I need food? Well, that is, I found myself from my very first day of even in my mother's womb, I need something to grow to, definitely you need something even you don't mean to grow. You eat. So this takes and this kind of telling teaches us first question the source of need that you are experiencing in your life. Source of need. Who made it to me? With this sense of hunger. So the answer will be really easy to obtain if we start from the source of existence of the need. For example, do you want to continue your life with healthy life? Do you?
Healthy life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Not only biological health, also psychological health. Yeah. So loving relationship with other people and being satisfied within my existence. I need it. Otherwise, for example, I cannot live with a meaningless life. If the life is meaningless, I would just forget about it. Maybe commit suicide. Meaningless. That is, who is going to satisfy it? Start who gave this need to you, created with this need. So if someone says, I'm the product of nature, make it simple, it means doesn't believe in the creator, then we say, nature, satisfy me. That nature satisfies only what? Temporary, material needs. But human feelings need eternal satisfaction. Now, yes, I want to be healthy, but I want to be healthy forever. Would you like to be young? Let me make an argument with you, Khalid. Would you like to be young and have a healthy life for 1,000 years?
If I have to live 1,000 years?
Yeah.
Young and healthy.
So you will be given existence 1,000 years, young and healthy. After 1,000 years, Khalid is enough. I'm taking your health and you will continue living here. Will you be pleased or not?
I will not be pleased.
So what is the end of it? 1 million years? At the end, lose your health? What will you say?
Not happy.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
If there any, it means endless. That's why we have to understand we need an absolute source, infinite source. Our senses, the nature of the way our senses are created, desires always infinite happiness, satisfaction. So, where am I going to find the answer? Matter and nature only shows death. any source of existence? No. If someone says, I accidentally developed in this way, he has to choose a way which contradicts his own real nature, experiences of own himself. Okay, naturally I happened, and this natural happening results in me creating this sense or giving me this sense of infinite satisfaction. So why don't you give me that? Can you give me? No. Nature says no. Because as far as my relationship with the nature is concerned, I die and my body rots. Now, but source of existence, it shows that the source of existence of this eternal, the need of eternal satisfaction cannot be nature itself, because nature cannot provide eternal satisfaction. So I have to say, who arranged all this? So investigate that there is a deliberate creation. Can anyone claim that nature is conscious? Can anyone, even the materialist people? They really confess that matter cannot be the source of existence of consciousness, human senses, human emotions. That is what they declare. But if you ask them, or through using the AI, so artificial intelligence, if you ask them, they will say everything is natural developing. Go deeper, finer, deeper and deeper. And if it is so, what would you say this one? What would you say? At the end, what I found out, in fact, matter, it cannot be source of existence of intelligence. Some quantum mechanics experts declared this. I got it. It is in my record. I got it, you see. But we have to know how to present the question carefully, finely tuned. Generally speaking, general answer is nature. Everything is natural, happening by itself, evolving by itself. That is how it is. But if you really deep down ask, question them, if so, second step, if so, third step, fourth step, at the end of maybe 10 steps of arguing with AI, it confessed. I said, Alhamdulillah. They have to. They say, no. So. And also, they said, for example, it's exciting for me to receive this answer from materialistic data. It says, science cannot deny life, but cannot define what life is. Because they cannot take life and put in lab and measure it. What does it mean? It means something measurable cannot be the source of something which is immeasurable, because the nature of existence of two things are completely different and contradictory to each other. Now, we have to really make sure that when I say I believe in God, no, I'm not being really prejudiced and simple-mindedness, but materialists are being superficially thinking people. Superficially, just taking it for granted. That's how it is. Forget about it. And when they don't have the answer, their only scapegoat is, science is not related to theology. Oh, I'm fed up with this escapism. What do you mean by theology? I'm not interested in theology. I'm interested in the nature of my existence. I will speak kindly. So we have to be very careful. That's why we have to understand that the answer must be sought through our real life existence. Real life. Look at it. What do you want? Ask your the source of existence of this desire to you. Only this one answers. Maybe two of you is interesting point. This one. If someone wants something, first say that, where did you get this desire? So that you can help your clients to overcome how they should start with the problem. Yeah, I think that's your profession, not mine. So we understand that this hadith is saying you have to take the initial effort. Why? You have to question. If you don't question, do you get the answer? No. If you don't ask for food and look for food, do you get the food? Does food come to you? No. You have to go and take it, initial. But food is already there. That's very interesting. Seems to be simple, but very methodologically, it is really crucial. Food is there, and the Quran describes this. You have to take the first initial to get the satisfaction for your needs, and pay attention to who gave you this need to you, so that you can find the solution for it. So if you don't think about your existence, how come that I exist? No question at all. Do you get the answer from anywhere? No. Neither from materialist people nor from God's perspective, this divine guided people. So you don't. But when you start asking, so Quran says methodologically, if you want to know what the source of your existence is, who made me here, why, then you have to start investigating from the reality of your existence itself. How come that I can exist? How come? Do you see the purpose in your existence, consciousness in your existence, deliberately adorned with infinite senses? Do you see that? So look for a source which provides these needs or satisfies these needs. Then you can have a right path, if you like, to get the right answer. But if you just don't think yourself, for example, human beings are able to think. Okay, what can be the source of my intelligence? Ask, do you need to, for example, have a satisfactory life, happiness? Yeah. Okay, you need the happiness. What can be the source of the existence of happiness? Be careful. Existence of happiness.
Perception.
Source of existence.
Oh, God.
The one who created it. Yeah? The one who created it, which means it's very, very easy. We have to start from our createdness in order to understand the creator.
Yeah.
Now, but this creator is called God. Yeah. So when although your answer is right, but how do you say premature answer? Okay. It means not logically, no. Before it comes, the human reasoning should come to there. You bring it, fix that, just install it there. That is why we have to train. The one of the purpose of this class is to teach step by step how to reach the conclusion which will give us satisfaction, but firm satisfaction, so that I wouldn't say, I'm a Muslim, this is what this my culture says, I believe in God. No, that it is simplistic, and this, especially in this age, this approach doesn't work. That's why we have to have rational step-by-step reasoning exercises and learn accordingly which kind of language I should use. I don't mind. Inshallah, you didn't mind. So, what we understand is God's response depends on our initial effort, which is it already with us? We need to remember, yeah, it is, because initial effort practically means from the createdness, we have to look for the source of creator. Not from the creator, we have to explain the created world. God is all powerful. That's why everything belongs to him. No, not Quranic reasoning. Methodologically, not Quranic reasoning. It means everything to come into existence needs an infinite power, infinite capacity to encompass whole universe and arrange everything in the universe in such a way that every single being in it must be appropriate the perfect, the fitting position. Do you get it? No. We know that to make a part of a machine is important, but individually you can make it. But a part of machine. But how can you make the part of machine? A plan is going to be given to you. So let's say you are the producer, but producing a part. Let's say, okay, for example, Ford company asked you to make tire. Can you make a tire? Ford says, make tire for me. What do you need? You have to ask this the president or whatever, CEO of the Ford company. Which kind of part? For what? Tire? There are thousands of different tires and sizes, qualities, and everything. Which kind of? I have this project of the car and this project of the car. All of it need a tire with these specialities, special qualities, right? So tire man can only, or the producer of the tire, can make the tire according to the whole project of the car. Makes sense? Exactly. Can you take anything? Even the physicists, the biologists, really, they cannot say anything no at all. No, they cannot deny this fact. Anything exists within the universe, exists only within the context of the whole universe. So your senses also exist within the context of the whole universe. Therefore, every being, if you want to understand the source of the existence of every being, you are bound to refer it to whoever gave existence to the whole universe. Must be the one who gave it to you. You cannot individually saying that this tire man made the car. Impossible. Only the, let's say, project manager knows all the small projects. Project manager know the whole plan of the car, how it makes, mechanics, parts, everything. So this person assigns the job to every specific part, even a screw, according to his plan, fitting to the need of the whole car. Reasonable? That is what we have to have this methodology in reasoning belief matters. All right.
I was going to say, it sounds like everything, because everything has a context, it relies on something else within the universe to hold its context. And so because everything is relying on something, you cannot call anything the source.
Yeah.
Because
Intertwined, everything, the interconnectedness.
It doesn't matter how big it is, it's within the context of something, and it needs that something to hold its place in the universe. It just can't be the source.
Yeah, we know that last time the physicists developed this idea, and the one who proved it in laboratory conditions and got the Nobel Desire. What was the last thing he found? One particle acts in harmony with another particle somewhere far away. Have you heard this? Entanglement. Yeah, this entanglement theory now, it is the proven principle of physics. Entanglement. What does it mean? The simple example, tire. It's a very simple example. Don't worry about it. It is simple. Tire, in its existence, everywhere, the quality, the size, the color, everything, every design, everything, attractiveness, everything is related to the rest of the car. That's obvious. The industry works on these principles, but the creation has this principle. This industry utilizes this principle in the existence of the universe. I think that is why we have to start, we have to initiate walking the Hadith's teaching with start from yourself. Start from your need. Only then you can reach out the source of existence of your need. The whole Hadith is about this. Only then you can reach out. But if you take an initiation, just start thinking simple. One day, I have a strange existence. Strange. You know why? I am made up of meat, bone, and these things, and I eat. I don't know, what do you eat? Whatever you eat, everybody has different taste. I respect them. But it becomes intelligence, becomes consciousness, becomes innumerable number of senses. Reasoning power, questioning power, worrying, hoping, all sorts of anxieties. Human beings are suffering more anxieties than everything else. Nowadays, anxiety, what will happen to me? Why I don't get it? Questioning, because they are not really comfortable within their own existence. Simple reason, there is no satisfactory answer provided by this society, and also life is very, very what? Artificial. Yeah, artificial, made up, or let's call it, interactions within people are not based on fitri, as we are created based. Abuse is very general. Abusing, exploitation, misleading, advertisements, for example. They're creating artificial need. So very, very interesting. So as a result of this society, this construction, people are growing with distorted psychological situation, and they don't know how to handle with it. That is something else. But we know we are now learning the methodology here, how to read the Quran, how to read the Hadith. So Another aspect of it that we will go to the second question: what does God to come to us running mean? How might this manifest in our lives? Do you see in these kinds of sayings of the prophet that they are metaphorical in nature? Why? Because it's metaphorical. It's obvious. No one can say that. Crazy. Any crazy person can really mean it literally. No one can say that, let alone the prophetic teaching. So, this is metaphorical, but something not proportionate. For example, you work for 1 day, you get $100. For example, you wouldn't work for $100 nowadays, but for a day. But let's assume it's so simple example, yeah. And if you work 2 days, how much do you get? $200. But this hadith says, if you try, make an effort to get to know me who I am, and it means no one starts saying that I'm going to know who God is. No, that doesn't mean. It means if you try to understand the reality of your existence and try to search without any bias. Search for the source of existence. There is another verse that I am, inshallah, what was it? Oh, am I? There was a verse. Where is it? Oh, as if I am confusing. No. No, sorry, this one. No, there was a verse that I'm confusing. I was in another PowerPoint for other group of people that we are studying together. So if you make an effort to understand the source of existence of your being honestly, Quranic verse promises God will make your path easy. It means, if I find this, I know the ayah, I can share it with you if you don't mind.
Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, please check. What was the original wording?
What's the number?
I don't know the number, but you will check. You will check. Jahedu fina. Check this one.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah. I think it will be easy to find out. Jahedu fina. Oh, what's that loading?
Surah Ankabut.
Jahedu fina lenehtiyennahum subulana. والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا. Did you find it? If you not,
والذين جاهدوا فينا.
والذين جاهدوا فينا لنهدينهم سبلنا.
وإن الله مع المحسنين.
All right, just that's it. That's the number. Tell me the number.
2669. Ankabut.
Ankabut.
Sorry, 2969.
To the Ankabut 29. Yeah. Okay. 69. Right? Here we are. Look, وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا وَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَمَعَ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. So here it is. But we shall be sure to guide to our ways those who strive hard for our cause. For our cause. No, that is better. That's better. No, for our cause. No. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا, not lina. For fina. Lina is for our cause. I mean, but they are taking it general meaning. They miss the delicate construction of the verses, and of course it is something to do with grammar and balagha, rhetorics, the rhetorical side of it. They don't usually use it, not because they don't know. They say, people, we don't understand it. So those people who strive hard, I'm reading from here, in our cause we shall most certainly guide them unto paths that lead unto us. Yes, that's the meaning. It means, if you try to understand who your creator is, if you try to understand how can satisfy your needs, then God says, I am going to make it easy for you. What does it mean? As long as you are sincere. But if you condition yourself that I am a product of nature, then you will understand that you won't be guided, because you will have trouble in order to explain your own reality or get the answer. So sincerely, by following from your own existence and looking for the source of existence, your own existence again, and God says, definitely I will make it easy for you. But interesting, this word, subulana, yep, this red one, this I will make it, yeah, subulana. Now, you know Arabic, do you know Arabic? No. But you may not know detailed differences between Sirat and Sabil. Yeah, it means the plural of Sabil, Subilana. So, what is the difference? Sirat is large, and everybody takes a lane there according to his characteristics, but secured. But the Subilana, in Arabic, the path again is it says path, yeah. So it is translated as path. But the difference is for you, specially tailor-made, if you like. And very easy to go. Because it is only one name, one direction, goes to the destination. So that is why this sabil is used here in a specific way. If you make it means, if you make a special effort to know your reality, then God promises, I am going to prepare a way for you just fitting to your own need, appropriate to you, you will travel there kindly. So have you seen the direct relationship between hadith, what hadith says, and what this verse says? So we have to understand the verse under the light of this verse, the hadith narration. So I'm going back. All right, this is done, inshallah. Oh, there are some things written there. All right. Thank you. Can someone post the chapter and verse? Oh, the option, here it is. The number. Like 2969, correct? The option 2969. All right. Am I muted? No.
No, it works now.
I think for somebody. No? Okay. This is a metaphoric teaching, obviously. What it says, as the verse helped us to understand even better, if you try to know sincerely what the source of your existence is, God will make it easy. What does it mean? God will make it easy. We have to understand within the conditions of the reality of our existence. Now, this is a fine point. I think needs special attention. How God is going to make it easy for me, it means, okay, I will make it easy for you. But in the conditions of this world, we have to understand the evidence for it. How God will make it easy for me. Now, the human beings are created with the senses. And these senses directs us and says, this is right, this is wrong. No, this is really, or this is, I am deviating here by myself because I am putting a condition. I am putting a condition. Look, you have to give me an answer, but this answer should be as I want. No. Should be as the truth, the reality wants. So we have to be sincere in this. So this, we are given the senses. If someone does a good action, does he get happy or unhappy? Which one? Happy. When you are happy, are you inclined to do more? The same thing. And also you want other people to join you. You encourage other people. That's what those people who love charity activities, what they do, they encourage others also to do the charity. Those people, as the Quran gives a couple of verses actually, maybe more than 2-3 times, mentions about those people who don't really want to help the needy ones and also discourage others not to. You see, it means, how do you say, feeling comfortable if everybody is doing the same mistake as you are doing. You say, everybody is like this. Come on, nowadays, everybody is doing this. So comfort zone, everybody wants the comfort zone. That's why ghettos are, Muslims have their own ghetto, or the Jews have their own ghetto. Why? You feel comfortable there. Because everybody is doing what you want to do, so you feel satisfied with that. This is the result of the human need, that if somebody does something good, wants other people to accompany him or her. Something bad, or the same thing. For example, those people who want to just pass time and drink and don't think, speak nonsense, what do? They get together in a certain place. You know that, they don't come to the mosque, that's it, or the church. They go where, I don't want to name it. Yeah, they are all the like-minded people there. So exactly the same thing what we are happening here. If I like doing something, I want others also to do. If I don't want to do something, I don't want others also not to do. That is human nature. So the way I am created encourages me that I have to really utilize my sense of loving beauty, loving the good actions. This sense shows me that my Creator is encouraging me. My Creator is encouraging me from my own existence if something is right. For example, do you want to be successful in your work? Definitely. Yeah. And if you are appreciated what you do, you get even better. That is why the companies arrange their relationship with their employees to encourage them, those people who do some good actions. So they start doing even better. This is what our nature is. You understand that we are created with this sense to be encouraged to do a better job. That's what Allah says. If you come to me, I will give you the means, which is already existing in yourself, and you see the signs of it in your own existence. So the one who gave me this sense of when I do something right, I already feel encouraged to it. This is what my Creator is treating me by giving this quality to me. Okay? Yeah. Oh, the rest of the questions are very easy. How might this hadith offer comfort and hope in times of spiritual struggle? It means look for the solution. Now, this is important. If you have a problem, and you need a physical, biological problem, you have some problems in your body. If you deny it, don't want because you don't like it, what you do? No, I am okay, I am okay. Do you get help and do you find any way of healing? No, you don't look at it. Even the therapists declare that unless you have accept your problem, you cannot look for the solution. If you don't look for the solution, you cannot get the healing. That's how we are created. So we have to understand that from this hadith, if I look for the solution for my problems, problem of belief, problem of feeling confident in my existence, problem of feeling comfortable, compatible with my reality, not having contradictions in my reasoning. So if you accept it and look for the solution, the Creator says, okay, that's why I gave you this need. I will give you the answer now, but sincerely try to find the answer. That just look for it, I will provide it. It means the way we are created always attracted to the right conclusions. The way we are created always attracted to find the problem. For example, is there any student in the world studying? Billions of people are studying in the school nowadays. Is there anyone, one of them goes to school and wants to fail? Is there one person? Do you think? I go to school and I enjoy, really. It's beautiful I really love it to fail. No one, everybody wants for the success. This sense demonstrates that our Creator has already installed within our existence that we want success and positive, right answer. That is what we understand. God is already showing me, if you ask me, I will give you. If you ask me, I will give you. If you want to be successful, what do? You feel that you have to study, you have to attend the class and listen to the professor and take notes and do your assignment. This is already within you. But I may be lazy, but I am going against my nature if I'm lazy. I am contradicting myself. That is my problem. Otherwise, my essential creation encourages me. I think we got the methodology now, how we should read hadith and ayat relationship. First, trying to see the source of evidence in our existence, and then start doing it. Now, that is how I am created. I have to be honest with my creation and act according. We said, if someone doesn't accept, that's your specialty. That's why I just looked for you. If someone doesn't accept his problem, psychological or otherwise, biological, can he get healing? By denying his problem, what does he get? Worse. Yep. That is how we are created. It means if we admit that I have to get the answer and start looking for the answer, automatically my creation guarantees that the way I am created, there will be answer. Now you can continue. Unless you deny it, it means I'm not going to accept God. No, that's it. And I'm not going to accept anything superior over me. Now, I exist by myself. I am an independent existence. Do you get the answer? Do you get the answer? I'm an independent existence. I don't need any source of it. I happen to be like this. That's it. That's what materialists say. Do they get answer? Never. That's what this hadith is teaching us. So does this hadith encourage us to strive for greater closeness with God, with the source of our existence? Yeah. Ask, question. The more question, the better answer you will get. But honest question. Finish. Shall we move on? Would you like to say anything, anyone, or our friends on Zoom? Do you want to anything to share? Otherwise, there's a long hadith here, but we will study it piece by piece. It's very important.
Can I ask a question about the one before?
Oh, of course, that's why I asked. Yeah, go ahead.
So what I'm kind of understanding, and I might have missed some important parts, is that with the idea that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come running to us, in comparison to our response, to our initiation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's response is always stronger and more, has more effort. The way I'm understanding, the way you explained it, is that all of this stuff happens internally. Not necessarily that there is an immediate action from God, but the fact that God has already created a natural desire within myself to want good and to want God and to want creation. I want to understand how to be creative.
Yeah, it needs modification.
Okay.
That is correct, but needs modification. The way I am created demonstrates that my creator is promising if I want to get closer to him, it means get to know him better, he will answer definitely. How do I know? Because hadith says so? No. Because Quran says so? No. First, my own way, the way that I am created, demonstrates it. And then when I see the hadith narration or Quran ayat, we read the ayat. So this promise in the verse and in this hadith, how can I believe in it? My own existence is the witness. So by looking at yourself, you can confirm what hadith is saying. By looking at yourself, looking at the things as they are created, you can confirm what the Quran is saying. So, Quran needs to be confirmed. No, that is true. So that we can easily say, the one who created me is speaking in the Quran. The one who created me is employed the Prophet and transferred the message to me. So that is my conclusion and confirmation. That's called believe in God, believe in prophethood. We don't believe in prophethood because it is Muslim history. No, there is the evidence in existence. That is why we are trying to dig into the way of understanding. It needs training, but it is not impossible, but we have to work on it. That's why we need to repeat the methodology, how to read the Quran each time we read a verse.
So this hadith is about an internal realization.
Now, showing that internal realization is possible by showing or demonstrating the reality in your existence, then what I am saying, you will confirm it. Benefit from it now.
Yes, and so when God comes running to me, this is an internal experience.
Yeah, of course, you will get your conclusion. It's not physical. Yeah, that is how we are created.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, if I could clarify, is like some people will say, like, things around me outside of my start changing once I start getting closer to God. And the truth is, maybe those changes are a reflection of the internal change first.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's correct. I agree.
Like it's just happening because no, it's not just happening. There's an internal change first from this realization.
So if you change the color of your glasses, the word changes. So you will see that everything is created for you specially. But if you understand that I am created specially, if you don't understand that you are created specially, you would say, for example, if you said, I happen to be, but definitely you have to say, whatever is out there, existent, happen to be by myself, by themselves. That's definitely the way we interpret the creation is also a mirror to show that how I see my own existence. If I am a pessimist person, I will look at the world as meaningless, purposeless. Well, why are they existing? They don't enjoy the world because they deny their reality. They contradict it to their own existence. But of course, it's not only physical existence. Human side is huge. Physical existence is almost nothing next to human side, which is called spirit, human ruh, spirit. Good to see questions and concerns. Yeah.
So you mentioned that the idea of not contradicting your reality. But what about when you are asking for something specific?
Yeah.
And
Special treatment.
or a desire of some kind,
Yeah.
and asking, to provide me with whatever is good for me, but it might be something very specific.
Yeah.
In a way, I am contradicting my reality. Also thinking of who has given me this desire.
Yeah. As far as the teachings of the concerns teacher, the verses, the teachings of the Quran shows if you want something contradicting your reality, doesn't give you and you don't like it. It means he creates something for you that it doesn't satisfy you. But if you insist, you or I, if I insist, the Quran says, okay, I'll let you go. There are verses in I have to prepare it. I'm not memorized all the Quran, some parts, but not all that. So which one is it? Where is it? I have to search, I find it. So, and then in the Quran it says, okay, go ahead as you choose. But first, the compassion comes. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. If someone insists, well, go ahead and do it.
So is it
So what? It's not the complete answer. Yeah.
So is it that you're being blocked?
Yeah.
Or is it that it hurts you on the inside to do it until one day it doesn't hurt anymore?
So you see that, for example, the first time, let's assume that not you, but somebody, criminal man, the first time kills a man. It is so hard to digest.
Okay.
Now he feels very bad, but keeps killing, it becomes a source of pleasure for him at the end.
Yeah.
Now, for example, they don't really feel any bad feeling anymore. That's how we are created. So it shows us that doing something wrong, discouraged. If you harm somebody, do you feel comfortable? No. But if you keep harming, at the end it becomes your habitual life for you. That's how we are created. This shows that if you ask God to give you something, it says wrong. That's your question, special. Something wrong. He doesn't give, he gives you a sense that you didn't like it. If someone insists, gives it at the end. But your question is not, this is extension of your question. Your question is asking for special things that Are you absolutely sure what you are asking, right or wrong? You don't know the future. I don't know the future. So you say, oh, if I get this job, it will be best for me. For the moment, tomorrow, you cannot guarantee. So if you ask the source of your existence, the source of existence of this need, who is it? Nature? Oh, that's blind. Nature is accidentally happening, according to them. Yeah, but if you ask the creator, conscious creator, you have to put the condition. You know better, and you know definitely the future. I know nothing about the future. I don't know, but you know. If it is good according to your knowledge, give it to me. The result you have to attempt. The result is on his choice. You left it to him. That's called tawakkul, trust in God. So, but if you insist, God says, no, 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 okay, I'll give it to you. Take care of yourself. You don't trust, you can trust, you don't trust in me, all right, I'm going to leave you alone. That is how the creation is taking place. We understand. If somebody, for example, you know that you are a student, and there is a friend, you love him or her, and you say, this friend needs help. You feel that. And you want to offer help. He rejects, or he or she, doesn't matter. Rejects. At the end, do you still ask him, look, come together, let's come together, and I will help you? You will stop it. The way we are created is a sign that God is going to treat us in this way. Do you understand? That's why asking is different from insisting on your own choice, as if you know better than the one you are asking. That doesn't work. Welcome. Yes.
And I also wanted to comment on this. This hadith is more about getting closer to God. It's not like quid pro quo, oh, I need this, I'm going to do something good, and you give me this in return. It's about like establishing this relationship. You get closer to God, He gets closer to you. But it's not like, I need this, you give me that. Like, it's not, it's more about like a relationship instead of individual asks or things you need. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I understood from this hadith. It's about deepening your relationship with God, and it's on a multiplier. So you do something good to deepen this relationship, not to ask for something in particular, and He takes care of you much more than what you wanted or what you did.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Well, I agree. Let me give a very practical, simple example. Because in order to understand the reality of absolute creator, we have to really give a simple example. A farmer, example, simple. Farmer wants to have some produce, yeah, and something to get. God says, okay, come to me. It means obey the way I create. What do you want to call in America? What do they do? Corn. Corn or soybeans, mostly. So corn, let's say corn. Do you want corn? Okay, come to me. How am I going to come to God? By obeying the way He creates corn. Obey me, He says. Obey me. Look, search for solutions, search for healing. Obey me. Now look at how I am creating corn. What is this? In a certain season, cultivate the land, till the land, get it ready, put one grain of corn. That is God is teaching me in the way He creates. Now, if I want from Him something, I have to put one corn, and He says, let it get sunlight and water. Now, either rain comes or you have to canalize the already existing water. You are not expected to create anything. Already existing material, you have to use it. And let water come and let the sunlight will come. So simple, isn't it? When you do this so simple one step, how many corns you get in grain of corn you get in return? Maybe hundreds. You see, God came to you 100 times closer, responded back to you. Very simple, isn't it? That is what this hadith is practically, but of course, this hadith teaches our spiritual journey within our spiritual journey and the way how we should really reason the truthfulness of these hadith narrations or Quranic narrations, use our own reality of existence, so that we say, this is definitely true.
So would you say sometimes we want things in life very badly and we ask for them, persist in asking, and then later down the line we figure out that a small thing was not granted for us, so a bigger thing could be granted for us.
Trusting, as our friend asked the question, trusting the one who knows the future, trusting the one who can create it, guarantee it. I cannot create. I don't know the future. That is why when I am presenting my personal desires, I feel that I need this. For example, this job. As far as I can see from the way the things are created, it seems to be fitting to my interest area or what I need. But we shouldn't make a general condition while we are approaching or presenting our need to our Creator. Give me this job. No. I feel from the way you created me, it is good for me, but I don't know. I can guarantee it. You can. So if it is good for me, please give it. I need it. I have to present my need to you. And that is what I am doing actually in my real life. And that is what I am telling you verbally. So verbal prayer and action-wise prayer must work hand in hand. So God says, okay, if you want corn, 100 corns, 200 corns, put this one corn in this way. Please Allah, give me corn. No. It means you are asking Allah to serve you. Before you obey Him, demonstrate that I obey you. It means physically do it. Allah says, okay, you are not doing your job. The initial initiation must start by us. That's what the hadith is emphasizing. You initiate it, and the response will be 700 times, 1,000. At the end, endless times, paradise. Yeah. If someone does the opposite, get the opposite, endless hell. These are extreme examples. Thank you very much. Any more? Any question, concern? All right, Bismillah ar-Rahman.
I just want one last quick thing. So I like the idea that you mentioned of the ambition and fulfilling the ambition of humans. And also the fact that we were giving things, so we have to take initiative, but we do not create from...
We can't. Obvious.
So we
Excellent.
take initiative after we were given. So we think we start from scratch, but we were already given a lot to start.
Yeah, that is obvious. Yeah, that is. Well, thank you. So we have to ask. God says, "Okay, I'm going to give you." Khalid, Assam, tell him that stop. Can you do that stop?
I don't know how to.
Okay, please. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة اللهم صل. So next week, you know, this when you read this hadith, this kind of hadith or ayah, it seems to be simple, but to analyze it and get into the end, make sure that I can confirm this news needs 1 hour discussion. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Now.